the way in which the writer lives her contemporariness is by composing that contemporariness through her writing. I'm going to read actually some sections from composition as explanation, really in the form of propositions. I picked out 7 very short sections that are specifically about the nature of composition. Nothing changes from generation to generation except the things seen, and that makes a composition. To come back to the part that the only thing that is different is what is seen when it seems to be being seen, in other words, composition and time sense. It is understood by this time that everything is the same except composition and time. Composition and the time of the composition and the time in the composition. The composition is the thing seen by everyone living in the living they are doing. They are the composing of the composition that at the time they are living is the composition of the time in which they are living. It is that makes living a thing they are doing. Nothing else is different. Of that, almost anyone can be certain. The time when and the time of and the time in that composition is the natural phenomena of that composition, and of that perhaps everyone can be certain. Each period of living differs from any other period of living, not in the way life is, but in the way life is conducted. And that, authentically speaking, is composition. After life has been conducted in a certain way, everybody knows it, but nobody knows it. Little by little, nobody knows it, as long as nobody knows it. Anyone creating the composition in the arts does not know it either. They are conducting life, and that makes their composition what it is. It makes their work compose as it does. Continuous present is one thing, and beginning again and again is another thing. These are both things. And then there is using everything. This brings us again to composition. The using everything. The using everything brings us to composition and to this composition. A continuous present and using everything and beginning again. In these 2 books, there was elaboration of the complexities of using everything and of a continuous present and of beginning again and again and again. After all this, there is that. There has been that there is a composition, and that nothing changes except composition, the composition and the time of and the time in the composition.